Alright, so today we're going to replace the French binding on these cool Hanover shoes. The soles and heels are done, so we just have to focus on tearing them up and replacing that. I got to be careful not to damage the lining because you're going to reuse that. French binding is basically a piece of material. This sucker's in there. Basically, it's a piece of, I don't know what this is made, but this is not leather. It's a piece of material stitched onto this right here, and then fold it over to give it a finished look. We're going to replace it with leather. Well, these shoes are about 40 years old or so, so they're not bad. You know, they last a long time. It seems like it's a fabric coated with dye that they've used on there. Now we're not going to replace it all the way around here because that's how it is from here all the way around. But we're going to do it for about a little past the eyelet to the back, that's where it gets all the stress, the back part of the shoe. Leather is very dry, the leather lining. Alright, once we've got that lining out of the way, normally I do the repairs on the uppers before I finish the bottom, but I guess I forgot, you know. That happens sometimes. It'll be okay. There she goes. Alright, we'll cut a piece of leather, stitch it on there, and then fold it over, stitch it, and we'll be done. Alright, let's continue. So basically, it's a piece of leather, like that. It's skived. Skiving means just cutting it in half with a bell skiver. It thins it out, and the bottom part is trash. What we're going to do is we're going to keep this piece right here. We're going to go ahead and glue it on there just so it'll stay in place so we can stitch it on, and then fold it over and close the lining back. Alright, let's continue. That's what it looks like right here. So once it gets stitched all the way around, we'll fold that over like that. Alright, let's continue. It's a little tricky to do when the shoes are already made, because this is done usually when the uppers are in flat piece of leather that, you know, it's easier to stitch on there. But when it's already constructed, it's kind of not really too difficult, but it's easier if it was just flat uppers. too bad, it's getting there. Now we push the lining back in and then stitch it all the way around. A little bit of glue is all you need, not too much. The more glue you put on, the more chances of the needle getting glue on it and not advancing the thread very easily. Alright, so we'll just let that sit a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and push that back, and then we'll stitch all the way around, put a top stitch on there, and we'll be done. You guys notice not too much hammering in this video, huh? Well, we can't have a video without hammering. We're going to do mini hammering. A mini hammer. There she goes. Hammer time. Mini hammer time. Cool, huh? This leather piece is just to kind of hold that metal head on there. There's also a piece of wire that goes, you see that? It goes this way, goes through the handle, and comes out on the other side. That's just to keep the head of the hammer on there. It's an antique one. Very antique. Alright, let's continue. Alright, not too bad. We're going to clean that up a little bit and we're done. Alright, let's continue. Alright, well, thank you for joining me. I know this video is a little bit different than the other videos that I've done, but Saturday morning it's kind of quiet. It didn't turn out too bad. Not bad for a 40 plus year old shoe, you know? Hanover shell cordovans. They come back pretty well. These shell leathers, man, they're very durable. So, alright, well, thank you for joining me again. Share as much as you like, comment, good and bad, I don't care, I'll take it all. Alright, we'll see you again next time. Take care.